Welcome back to Monday Mod Tips. I am Captain Xavier, and I'm still trying to figure out my new phone. I downloaded Open Camera, and I'm hoping that that will do a better job at keeping things in focus. We will see. Anyway, the tip we're going to go over today was one that was requested by a fan, and unfortunately I already ran through this and then realized that I hadn't actually hit the record button, so we're going to be doing it again. The technique that we're going to be covering is what do you do about stripped out screw posts? I already covered one on how to deal with stripped out screw heads and the various techniques that I use. There are also specific tools for that. But what do you do when the post that the screw goes into gets so stripped out that it no longer gets any purchase on the screw at all and the shell just falls apart on you? This can happen if you cross thread too many times, or if you're using an electric drill, it'll sometimes just rip the threads right out. Cross threading will definitely do it over time if you're not careful and don't back thread first and then go in so it actually lines up with the original thread holes. So I prepped this one already. It's currently curing, so that will be the one that we actually test. This other one isn't actually a screw hole, but we can go over what it is. So in the event that your screw post gets completely stripped out, you're going to actually exacerbate the issue by using a drill bit. The one I'm using here is a 9/64. Seems to be about the right size for doing this to most Nerf posts. You might want to do a smaller one depending on where you... And you're going to drill it thoroughly out. Now, of course, if we put the screw in, it'll just fall right out again. But we are then going to fill it in with epoxy putty. And I'm using Odie's Fix-It stick, as can be acquired at most Lowe's hardware stores, home improvement stores. And you just gotta knead it up until it's all one color. And then we are going to roll it thin and feed it in there. And we are going to put in as much as we possibly can. All right. It is now thoroughly packed in there, as deep as we can get it to go. Then you're going to want to smooth the top out completely, obviously. And then you're going to let it cure. This one's been curing for a little while, but it does take a good 10-20 minutes before it will harden completely, and then generally more than that to cure fully. And yeah, so we will come back once that is done, and we'll do the next step. Okay, the epoxy has cured, so we are now going to take a drill bit. In this case, we're going to be using a 5/64 inch bit. And we are going to put the two halves together so that we can drill through the hole and make sure that it is centered. You're definitely going to want to make sure you clean this stuff off of your drill bit, or it will get cured to it, and then you won't be able to get it off. But now we should be able to thread our screw into the epoxy hole. And you don't want to tighten it too much right away. Just get it in there. And then when the epoxy hardens, it will harden into the thread. So leave it there, and now it does in fact hold. And you have repaired your damaged screw post. So there you go. Using epoxy to repair a screw post. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, requests for additional videos, put them down in the comments section. And I hope this was helpful. And thank you for watching.